Alright, so starting the day off, as you can see, we have Project Midnight jacked up right here. I have literally all my tools out, and I got the rear jacked up already. I have the HFP suspension all lined up with everything. I'm going to go ahead and work on starting to take my tires off. So as you guys can see, I literally just PB blasted, because we're going to be taking this bolt out right back here. This one right here. So I PB blasted the crap out of that. And if you could see, you follow this all the way up, that shock. And eventually we're going to have to go in the trunk. Alright, so guys, coming under the car, you could see there is the spring right there, the OEM spring. Now what we need to do in order to get that out is... it's going to be hard to see right now, but once I get there, you'll have a better see. Under this plastic piece right here, there is a bolt that sits in the back right there. When we remove that, it's going to be able to lower this arm down so we can pull the strut right out of there. So what I need to do now is remove this plastic piece right here. So as you can see, there's like a 12 millimeter up there or whatever size. And then there's another few, there's a couple push pins around it, so we're gonna go ahead and work on taking this off right now. If you guys want to know my opinion about these, I absolutely hate these things. Just take that out of there. And here are the two bolts I was talking about, guys. So we're going to undo that. That's a 14 millimeter. And we're going to do that one right there. So once we undo those, they look like they're on there like crazy. So hopefully they'll just come out. Then we can work on getting the spring right out. So as you guys can see, the piece is free, but it's literally wedged still pretty much into like the frame. It's officially out of place right there. Now we can go ahead and try to work on taking out the spring right here. So guys, finally getting the spring out right now. Do a little comparison really quickly. See the difference in sizes, guys. Just take this boot off. So we're gonna clean this surface down right here, get all the crud and crap off before we go ahead and install the new one. So guys, as you can see, one of the HFP springs is in. I have both the boots on there as well. So all I need to do now is reconnect this bracket right here with those bushings and put that long stud that came out in before, the 14 millimeter, and then I can go ahead and get that shock absorber out through the trunk. Guys, I'm going to put some grease on both ends of this here to make it kind of easier to slide back up into place. Just like when you're doing like motor mounts or anything, you want to have like a slight lubrication to make your life a lot easier. And jack up the arm into its place and hopefully get the bolt or the stud right into spot. As you can see, the hole is aligned. So guys, definitely use a jack. It's going to be the easiest way to get that arm back in line with the hole right there, or else you're going to be fighting with it with a hammer. So keep that in mind. So we should be able to thread this bolt right in now. I'm going to just take it easy with it. See if it'll go, and if it doesn't, I'll just back it out. Okay, so the bolt is in, the 14 millimeter. There is a lot of lowering and moving forward the jack. Even you can use a hammer like this one right here and kind of tap the end, but eventually you'll get that stud in. You need to go to the back which is right here, and make sure that it's threading through the backside. So you guys will eventually be able to get it. It just takes some time. Don't lose patience. Now that the spring is on, we can go ahead and remove the absorber right here. We have a 14mm bolt, which is right there. I'm gonna go ahead and take air to that, and hopefully that should come out. And then we gotta go up top to the trunk and remove everything up top. Wow, surprisingly, this thing came out really easy, guys. Definitely got to clean this bolt up though. As you can see, there's corrosion, rust on it. That's what's going to stop it from breaking when you go to use a wrench or air on it. So, all right guys, coming into the trunk, let me just move all this crap over. Trunk, I have one that I took out right there, and I'm going to have two. And then there's a third one right there. They're like kind of push pin type things, so we got to go ahead and remove those now. They're pretty much a pain. So I'm unscrewing it right now. It should just pop right out. Let me just fold this back. All right guys, so for this one in the back right here, these are kind of tricky. Honestly, you're gonna need an Allen wrench with a 14mm wrench. Guys, all I'm doing is I took a pipe for leverage, like this one right here, put it on the end of the Allen wrench, and all I'm doing is I'm loosening the nut now. Easiest way to do it. All right guys, so the nut is off. We're gonna go ahead and come down here. All right, and to get this out, guys, all you need to do is push upward. As you can see, this will compress in, and you'll be able to take it off out of the side. All right, so now we can install the HFP shock absorber. All right, so to install this, literally gonna do the same thing, guys. We're gonna tuck it right up, going on an angle on the side of the caliper, compress it up, tuck it in. All right, so now that that's on, we're gonna go ahead and put our hardware on the top here, just a nut and the washer there, and then we're gonna go ahead and put the bolt in at the bottom. Put some copper anti-seize on that as well, guys, to make your life a lot easier. So we'll go ahead and put this bolt back in the bottom here, thread it in on the other side. All right, so the back is officially done. All right, so for the front HFP, we're gonna jack up the front first. So once you guys have your tire off, you could see in the back here, you're gonna have, one 17mm, and you're gonna have one literally right under it, right there. So you're gonna take a 17mm wrench or a air gun and put it on the 17mm and hold the back with a 19mm wrench. So for your brake line bolt, this little bolt right here, just take that and remove it off the side right there. Now we can go ahead and unloosen the bolts right here, but we're not going to take them out completely because we're going to have to remove bolts. There's 3 bolts up top, so this is going to hold this in. So coming up top, I'm gonna peel this tab back, take that tab off, and behind this tab right here, take a smaller flathead, pry down. There we go. All right, and in there, down in the bottom, fold back these tabs. You can see 3 14mm bolts. Honestly, those are all going to be kind of a pain to get. I could get the first 2 with a ratchet, and the one in the back is going to have to be done with a ratchet wrench. So let me go ahead and get a 14mm. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to start with this one right here. right, guys, working on my last bolt right down in the back there. It's kind of hard to see, but literally got all three of these loose with the ratchet. All right, so now we can come down here, unloosen these. Okay, so the strut is going to drop right out. Before you guys go ahead and put the suspension in, any suspension honestly, but this instant we're talking HFP, make sure that you have the right sides matched up with everything. So this is the left side. So the easiest way to do this is you want to get the strut connected on top first. So kind of stand over the vehicle and have one hand down here messing with the strut, and then when the studs come up through, just thread like one or two of them on. All right, guys, we got one bolt on. Start with the top bolt too, and then you'll be able to, should be able to align the bottom one easy. So go ahead and reconnect everything. Reconnect your little sensor right here. Make sure your brake line is connected right back up, and then torque everything here, and then you're gonna go up top and finish up top, torque everything up top. And these two bottom bolts are going to be 67 pound-feet of torque, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little install. Also, guys, I have KYB shocks for the front, and I have OEM shock absorbers for the rear. So if anybody needs like a stock suspension for a 8th gen coupe FG2, hit me up. Drop a comment down below. And remember, never stop wrenching. Peace. I'll show you guys the drop from yesterday. So that's from like the HFP right there. Nothing too crazy, but definitely takes up some wheel gap, as you guys can see.